I love the fact that Joker Silva called the bluff of Obidients. Adeyanju Deji. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Popular social media activist Deji Adeyanju have said, I love the fact that veteran actor Joker Silva called the bluff of the online obedient clowns, trying to bully her into silence over the choice of her thief. Her message to them is very loud and clear. Your thief is not better than my thief. May the best thief win. Oh, good. So, this is why I will keep telling us. Like I will say, I understand the frustrations that come, especially when you expect people will be saying, they know that this is a country, saying that people now keep them like this. This thing will they go where they go, they bear for this country. I tell you, it is not God will, now man made, now man wickedness to man. You understand? I understand the frustration that comes alongside. You cannot just understand why somebody will come out and, be supporting whom you feel follow cause this jaw with the gas for this country. I understand. But that notwithstanding, these people have their choice to make. That is what we should understand. They have their choice to make. You cannot take away the choice from them. There's just like everybody has, rights to come outside and express themselves, freedom of expression. But do you know your own freedom of expression stops where another person's own begins? So sincerely, yes, after the APC rally that Joker Silva and co and some Nollywood personalities attended, a lot of people came online and they were dragging her. And I was saying, I know they get them on. You don't even win people over by going to drag them. I understand, like I always say, like the frustration is there, especially when you feel say this person can do better, but the person is not doing better. I beg, leave the person within choice. At the end of the day, now one Nigeria will define. Let us not, I've said it several days before, let us not in trying to pick a good leader, become enemies for a lifetime. It no makes sense. And we are becoming enemies over election that is going to happen once in 4 years. It don't make sense. There are people who have lost, I've said it before now, they have lost business partners. They have lost friendships. They have lost relationship because of this election. It don't make sense. Sincerely, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Okay. Now true now, thief versus thief. None of them is clean. Support your candidates and leave others with their choice. Now waiting some people to talk. But me, I am saying I believe that there is somebody out there who wants to come in and make Nigeria better. Who wants to come in, who has this hunger of, the only thing I want to make the youth remember me as one of the person will be saying in come out, in make Nigeria better, and people see and people feel that Nigeria actually became better and others took the mantle of him and also continued in that line. That is what I want. I don't know about you. Is Obidients? Let us face the reality. Bring another candidate who has not been in power and let us rally around him against all those political thieves we are parading around. Check the maybe of ADC, but rather you are rallying around Obi and you expect me to support him. How you know say this person now is not an Obidient? How do you know? Why not support somebody if you're honest? Because Tinubu has been looting Lagos does not mean others are the same. Okay, no problem. No problem. It is on record. Tinubu allocated massive pension and benefit to himself at the expense of Lagos people. I can prove selfishness because I'm not a judge. It is on record he coveted government property to himself. When he was on trial, he hired over 100 senior advocates and intimidated the court. Such a person would do anything. Such a person being given the presidency would do anything without recourse to the law. Without recourse to the law. Contrasted with someone who never allocated anything to himself, he left everything to incoming government. No pension, no change of houses and car every 6 years. The difference is as clear as day and night. Please, feel free to vote your conscience, but I tell you, if you are not Tinubu in the cabinet, you will regret voting him into power. Nigeria will be a lot of worse off. Well, I've said it to you. All you have to do as a person is, even if you want to canvass for vote for your person, no problem. Do it in such a manner that it doesn't seem so, you persuade them all, but it's not coercion. You understand? It is not a thing of, if they're not angry, we're going to abuse them. Like men now, some very, very mature men, I'm sorry, some immature men, if women no receive their proposal, then go turn around, they abuse the women. This is just on a lighter note. But sincerely, if we know what's good for us, that is why I'm of the opinion. If you have not listened to your candidates and others as well, listen to these people. Listen to them very well. Make sure you listen to them. Make sure you get to listen to them. Very, very well, so that you will be able to draw a conclusion based on who they are, not who you think they are. Make sure that nothing is covering your eyes. Nobody is promising you a job anywhere. Nobody is promising you a contract anywhere. Nobody is telling you because a brother will marry you. No. Nobody is telling you because go be your in-law or your brother-in-law. You understand? Make sure you are not voting based on sentiment. Voting based on sentiments is like setting this Nigeria ablaze. You don't understand. This next year's election is a determinant factor to a whole lot of things. Number one is a determinant factor to whether Nigeria will remain as Nigeria. I don't talk on before. I don't have any other country. There are people who have 2 citizens. Some even have 3. Some don't naturalize for more than 2. As in, some they don't get 2. They have even 3. I use God to beg now, and the only one I get. Now here be both my mother and my fatherland. Shubon, that is why I am for a Nigeria that we are all going to be happy living in. A Nigeria that will work for its citizens. A Nigeria that will look and will be proud of. See other countries that broke free. See Dubai now. How many years ago? See Rwanda, for crying out loud. Can't we all do the same thing and come out better? Look, people who still call Nigeria giant of Africa, they don't know see they play. Nigeria has been reduced, even though I've said better. They don't reduce us to ant of Africa. Let us make sure we get it right by voting the person that voting by a very competent person as the president, and at other elective position, we make sure we vote people who are also competent as well, so that as the presidency is somebody who wants Nigeria to work. I mean, the state governors as well be people who want Nigeria to work as well. And the same thing goes for local government chairman. And the same thing goes for constituencies as councillor. And the same thing goes for senators and their likes. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way.